Orientation selection not available. Oh, wait. Okay. Are we on there, Bob? Can you see us?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. We're trying to go live.
Yeah.
You don't see us? Okay. All right. We're recording. It's working. I think it's working.
Yeah. I can hear you. I can see you.
You can see me. Okay. And I've got my member of the public is checking for us. Do you see us on are we live? Are we live? Are you seeing us? Okay. I hit yes on Instagram. Any Okay. It looks like I'm live on Instagram. Hey everybody. Working on learning how to live stream so that we can bring hey Mosul. Hey everybody. Okay, Bob's in the live stream. This is working. That's amazing. All right. And let's see. What if I do portrait mode? You know what? We're going to stay in landscape mode. We've got something that's working. It's maybe not the most amazing visual here for those of you on Instagram, but we're mostly here to share some information and a conversation. And we're just checking to make sure that we're on YouTube as well. Do you see us? Not on YouTube. Okay. So, hey, how's it going? All right. Okay, listen. We are live on Instagram and we're just it's working. We're on YouTube too, everybody. Okay. This is my first very official live stream for Wine Doc Face Off for Modo di Bere TV. I'm here with Monica Demartis, my friend from Calabria. I'm Rose Thomas Bannister. I am the creator and host of Modo di Bere TV, wine and language travel show. And we're crowdfunding right now to release the show. Finally, we've filmed 8 seasons on 3 continents, and this is the first week of Wine Doc Face Off, an interactive crowdfunding campaign where we are doing a tournament, guys, between the 8 seasons that we have filmed to see which season we're going to release first. So this week, at the end of this week, Friday night specifically, Friday at 10 p.m., either Texas or Calabria will be eliminated from the contest to decide the first season of Modo di Bere. So today we have Monica Demartis, who I've met in Calabria, who brought me to the beach to meet these fishermen that you see on the screen. We're going to introduce Monica in a second, but I just want to let you know that she is here to advocate for Calabria and why you should vote for Calabria to be season 1 of Modo di Bere TV. And then tomorrow at, I believe it's 6 p.m. EST, I will make some announcements about it. We're going to have someone who's an expert on Texas wine to convince y'all to vote for Texas. So you're going to make up your own mind. But this is how you do it, guys. You go to mododibere.com. Oh my goodness, you can't see it there. Anyway, mododibere.com. And you know the name of the project if you're here. And you just click the donate and vote, and you put in your amount, and you write Texas or Calabria, one word only, in the link box on Ko-fi. So if you've been kind of seeing that we're doing something and you haven't gotten around to donate yet, but you're here watching the live, go for it. Go to mododibere.com, hit donate and vote. We will be so glad that you did that. So go ahead and take that action. Every multiple of 5 gives you a vote. So if you give $25, you get 5 votes. And but let's introduce Monica. Let's find out what she has to say about Calabria. Monica, tell our viewers here how we met and why I have you on the call today.
Yeah, honestly, it was in a strange way because they called me from the B&B just to make the check-in on your arrival. So I was not supposed to be with you after in this amazing process of knowing Italy, especially Corigliano, Schiavonea, and to meet the fishermen. For me, it was a surprise. Was not expected at all. So it was a beautiful experience. Also because for the first time I met someone from America for real.
No way! I was your first American friend?
Yes.
That's
yes.
Beautiful.
I have friends from America, but just, on internet, and it's not the same.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it was emotional, and when we decide to go to visit the fishermen, also for them was something new. They usually are not so easy to talk with, usually they're so reserved. They're just thinking about fishing, and they made their own business. They go early on the beach to see if the weather is good, if the sea is good, and so, but finally they accept the interview. They were very happy about the interview. So and they
Yeah.
yeah, they also try to teach you Italian, but you already know Italian. So it was very funny because yeah, they try to speak dialect and to teach you dialect. And I remember also the funny things that you did with the Battista
Yes.
regarding the bad weather. That was amazing. That
No.
was very funny. Yeah.
Voy mal tiempo.
Yeah, going malo tiempo. Exactly, and was very, very funny. So I think, I'm not sure, but I told them about the live stream of tonight, so maybe they're watching us. I don't know.
I hope so. I think a lot of them are on TikTok actually, and I haven't been able to connect TikTok to this live stream yet, although I'll work on it. I loved meeting these fishermen on this beach in Schiavonea,
Yeah.
Calabria, and they all had me follow them on TikTok, which they pronounced Tiki Talkie, which I thought was very charming. And so now on TikTok, and maybe I'll put this in the description or whatever when we upload this, but
Yeah.
I'll put a couple of the fishermen. You can follow them on TikTok and see when they catch some fish. It's a really cool thing. So basically, I went to Calabria with my creative partner, co-director, cinematographer Amelia Agamir Saib. We were filming a season of Modo di Bere TV where we focus on local drinks, but also local language. So we had interviewed a bunch of winemakers, and then I was looking for that local language angle in terms of Calabrese. We did another segment with the Arboresh language, which is an Albanian derivation, really interesting. But I wanted to talk to some people about Calabrese, and I have to give a shout out to the Calabrian singer Pepe Voltarelli, who also, he was a guest on my podcast. The 4th episode ever of the Modo di Bere podcast was Pepe Voltarelli talking about Calabrian, talking about Calabrese. And he said this wonderful thing, which is dialect is a luxury. So he really thought of it as an elevated, wonderful, valuable thing. And I loved that. And he sang a song about the traditional fishermen of Calabria called Marinai. And he just talked about how there are these people who still go out in wooden boats and fish and can maintain this tradition despite all the economic changes. So, and then when we stayed in this place, and I asked Monica at the B&B if she would take me to see the fishermen and introduce me, and she did, and we were able to do some beautiful interviews, which I will be able to share with you all when you donate and vote to Modo di Bere TV. This money is going to help us hire and pay editors, illustrators, and musicians to turn our footage into 30 plus episodes of a wine and language travel show. The current plan right now is to put it on YouTube so that you can all watch this events that I'm describing. So please go to mododibere.com, click on the donate link, and vote for Calabria if you're inspired. And
Yeah, sure.
then Calabria, the winner this week, will advance to the next week, and the ultimate winner after 8 weeks of this crowdfunding campaign will become the first episode. We'll still edit everything, but it's just the one you'll get to see the fastest, right? So I want you to describe to me, Monica, a little bit the town of Schiavonea, and also
Yeah.
tell us a little bit more about these fishermen and what you would see if you were to go to Schiavonea Beach at 6 or 7 a.m. And what goes on there, and why am I so excited about it?
Yeah, Schiavonea is the part of the sea on the sea of Corigliano. Corigliano is very big. He is divided in 3 parts. There is the part on the hill with the castle, the central part, and then the part on the beach. But Schiavonea is another country, It's completely different from the other 2 parts of Corigliano. And if you go at 5 even at 4 in the morning,
Wow.
you see that the sea is alive. You just see a lot of boats and people of every age. Sometimes also children come with father and grandfathers to start to learning fishing, and it's very nice because it's something. It's not just a job, is a tradition. Some families are really fishermen since the 7th century, and it's very nice to see that there is people that work with passion. It's not only a job, I told you. They work really with passion. They have traditional songs. They help each other. If someone has a problem with the boat, you can count on your neighbor to help for, if you have any problem. They're not just work for themselves, and share is also sharing something, is sharing a passion, sharing fish if it's not enough, if it's not a good day. So they help each other, and it's very, it's also something folkloristic because they have a typical song when they go fishing. I talk about Schiavonea. I think that every place that go for fishing, they have their schedule, but in Schiavonea they have their traditional songs. It's nice. It's nice. Yeah, it's nice to see
Oh,
them.
it's, that's really what Modo di Bere TV is all about. And the whole Modo di Bere project, the podcast, and everything else is we want to talk to people who keep their local traditions alive against all the odds. And, economically speaking, probably everybody should just give up, right? Not maintain these wooden boats, not go out with their songs in the morning. But sometimes that's economics aren't everything. Sometimes sometimes it's not just about the most practical thing. Sometimes to keep these beautiful bouquet of local traditions alive, it takes people to do something that's hard, and but it's worth it. And I love seeing it. I love meeting these guys. Yeah, we showed up with our camera, and yeah, everybody was actually really, really friendly and ready to speak with us.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah,
Especially when they see the camera, they really feel like they are in a movie. I don't know, something new
they
for
are.
them. No? Especially from a foreigner and not just the local TV. Was something nice. Sorry. Ah,
Yeah.
so a little bit sick.
Oh, listen, yeah, Monica's actually traveling for business right now, and I
Yeah,
spoke to her at the last minute, and I was like, look, I would really love to revisit this, and thank you so much for coming on and speaking with me. Yeah, I just think that um, they are in a movie. If you want, you who are listening, who are watching this right now, we made the
yeah,
movie,
sure.
the TV show, the
Yay!
documentary, web series, whatever you want to call it, with these local fishermen. The image that we put up on the screen, which of course the M is cut off, but it's mododibere.com. This gentleman, in these gentlemen did not speak Italian, only spoke the version of
Dialect.
Calabrese spoken in Schiavonea. And because he just he just talks to other people from Schiavonea. I think I was told that he'd never left, he'd never traveled. And that's just an amazing thing. And a lot of these languages are rare and endangered. But how do you see, like, for you living in Schiavonea now? I know you're not from there originally, but what is the use of dialect in everyday life when you're running around, going to the grocery store, doing the different work that you do? How many people are speaking Calabrese, and how many people are speaking Italian?
80% of the people speak Calabrese, also because the other 20% are foreigner. So I can say it's 100%,
Mm,
especially people over 40. They just
mhm.
speak dialects because it's normal for them. They speak Italian just when they're talking to someone that is not Calabrese. Usually, when they see me, they try to speak in Italian because they know I'm not from Calabria. Usually, they confuse me with the Russian one. So they speak to me in Italian. But even the kids at school, not in the school, but when they are together, they speak dialect. They speak
Mhm.
Calabrese together, and so it's something that they continue to use like normal, and it's nice. And it's
That's
nice
beautiful.
because those are the roots of Calabria.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And so how long have you lived in Schiavonea, and you learned Calabrese as well, right? Like, how did that work for you?
Yeah, so I was in Schiavonea for the first time 21 years ago when I met my husband, and now it's almost 10 years that I live there. So, but I start learning Calabrese immediately because my husband speaks with his brother in Calabrese. So, no way for me to. I had to learn. I had to learn, and for me at the beginning was very funny because when they speak Calabrese, especially in Schiavonea, is like a melody. I don't know how to explain. It looks like a song. They have this rhythm, and it's nice. For me, it was nice the beginning. That's why I fell for my husband.
Because of the dialect. Tell me more.
Yes.
Tell me more. Now, you're from Milan, right? Do I remember that right?
Torino, Piemonte.
You're from Torino. Okay. So how
Yes.
did you meet your husband, and how did him speaking dialect to you make you fall in love with him?
Yeah, you don't know this story. It's very nice. The first time that I met my husband, we met in Mykonos in 2005. And unfortunately, when I arrived in the hotel where I had to start working, they lost my luggage. And so I was dressed not in a comfortable way, and I have high heels because I arrived directly from the discotheque to the airport. and so when my husband started talking and he was explaining the job and the story was really too long, I start swinging on my chair and I fell down from the chair and I start laughing out loud, and my husband says in dialect, "Oh my god, she has an epileptic crisis," but she said it in Calabrese and it was so funny, and I start laughing even more. And I can't save myself from the chair. I was with the face on the floor, and really that was was an embarrassing moment, but also was very funny.
Oh, I love this. We're recording this right before Valentine's Day, and I just have to say, for a love story, a person who makes you laugh so hard that people start to wonder if you're having a medical event. I think that's love. I think that's love.
And he said that to his brother in Calabrese, and for me it was really impossible to stop laughing. Impossible.
Oh, that's so funny, Monica. Well, listen, I want to spend, maybe the next few minutes, because we dove right into something very specific, traditional fishing in Schiavonea Beach in Calabria. And I want to zoom out a little bit, especially for people for whom, for a lot of people, Italy is Rome, Florence, Venice, Amalfi Coast. So Calabria is, not like the main destination perhaps, and I would love for people to know more about it. So let's spend a few minutes speaking the English and have you tell us a little bit about Calabria, some basic facts, and tell us more about the town you live in. If you were to take us to visit, what we would see, and then maybe we'll switch to Italian. So I can't speak so much Calabrese, but at least maybe then the people who are watching from Calabria, if they watch this video later, we can speak Italian for them. So I'll switch my chip. I'm doing this live. Usually, guys, I edit my interviews, but I'm just going to jump in there. I'll probably make some mistakes, whatever. But first, tell us some basic facts about Calabria, and then zoom in and tell us about your town.
Yeah, sure. So first things to say is that Calabria is one of the part of Italy of Magna Grecia, so has a lot of historical things to see. Unfortunately, because of the bad connection on the streets, sometimes Calabria is not so famous like you say before, like Rome or Napoli or Sicily. But believe me that there are a lot of places to visit. There is lots of castle. We have the fortune to have sea and mountains very close. So if, for example, from Corigliano, you are 5 minutes from the beach and 10 minutes from Sila. You arrive directly in the mountain. Okay, to arrive, of course, on the high mountain, you have to spend 1 hour, but it's not far. It's a position. The position is very nice, and we have also very, very, very large beaches that not all Italy has. Even the the most famous places like, I don't know, Emilia Romagna or Liguria, they have very, very nice places to visit, but in Calabria we have these very big beaches to visit, and the nature is so wild also, and it's nice for me, for example, that I love nature, to have not all private beach is important. Is important. And if someone who wants to visit Calabria, I suggest to come. Every season is nice to come because the weather is very good. Weather is very good, and you can visit, I tell you, the mountain, sea, and historical places all in one shot.
Yeah, and I just want to say, when you say this, oh, the mountains and the sea are right there, I want to describe to you guys, we can conceptualize this, but when you're there, it's just think about it. Okay, so Italy is this boot, right? And it's already like 80% mountains or something anyway. So the mountains and the sea are a big part of all Italians' lives. But if you get down to the bottom of the boot, where Calabria is in the toe, right? Puglia is in the heel, the land mass is half as wide. So you're cramming those mountains and sea into a really small space. So everywhere that we visited in Calabria, you have the magnificence of, I'm getting goosebumps. Seriously, I just got cold. The mountains and the sea are in your vision, and they're physically around you. And we were near, it's the Ionian Sea, right near where we were.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I cannot tell you how beautiful the Ionian Sea is. And so I just think about, I'm from Nebraska, in the middle of the United States, very flat, very wide open, extremely like horizontal, right? Big open sky, empty, stark, beautiful in its own way, for sure. I remember the first time I went to Seattle, for instance, which is one of the first times I had traveled away from the middle of the country. And I noticed, I said, oh my goodness, this is a vertical landscape. And it reminded me of like a parfait, right? There's layers. I was like, okay, there's the sea, and there's the trees, and there's the mountains, and there's the sky. And it just felt like a reorganization of myself in space. And I remembered that when I went to Calabria, there was something about just the majesty of the mountains and the sea, and having them both in your vision and around your body. It was really back to the word like spiritual. It's a really spiritual experience, which is what was used to be by one of my favorite bartenders in New York, Alessio. Thank you, Alessio, early supporter of me and my work, early supporter of this campaign. So, before I went, he said, listen, the food in Calabria is a spiritual experience, and also the landscape. It's just absolutely stunning. There's so much to do all over. It's incredible.
Yeah. For example, in Corigliano, if you reach the castle, it's about 800 meters on sea level. Okay. And you can see the mountain, and in the middle of the mountain, you can have the view of the sea. Is very nice. It's very nice. But even if you go higher in Piana Caruso, for example, that is the closest mountain place, okay, to Corigliano, you have an amazing view. Mountain and sea at the same moment, especially from the mountain. To look at the sea, it's something incredible. Sorry, my running nose.
It's okay.
In Torino is cold. In Calabria is hot. In Torino is cold.
I hope you'll be home soon.
No, it depends. But anyway, I have my family here, so I don't have to say that Torino is not nice, because my mother will kill me.
Of course, we love Torino. Listen,
sure.
I have not found a place in Italy that I didn't like. Are you kidding? Even the places that everyone says are so crowded. I mean, come on, Venice, it's wonderful. Like, forget it. It's too wonderful. That's why I'm spending all my time bringing this show to you. And speaking of which, we can talk and talk, but I have to remind you, please go to mododibere.com, make a donation. And I just want to let you know, we're doing something a little different from regular crowdfunding campaigns. We are having this contest. So at the end of this week, either Texas or Calabria will be eliminated from the tournament, and then will not be the first season. So it's a very important week. If Calabria, for instance, does not win, it's eliminated from this contest and will not be the first season of the show. We'll still do it as quick as we can. And if once this campaign is fully funded, we will have all the resources that we need to edit our footage and put the show out and just be able to plan that project and get it done. So very excited about that. And I really do hope that you'll support. And I hope you'll come back every week. Each week we're going to be doing live streams like this one. We've got a podcast that's coming out, some different social media videos, some articles, the trailers. Got a lot of content even now before the show comes out to share about these beautiful places and these wonderful people. So if we came, Monica, to visit you in Corigliano, tell us the parts of the town. There's Corigliano Rossano, there's Corigliano, there's Schiavonea. How does that work together?
Before they were two separated cities, okay, Corigliano and Rossano. But after they make something like a fusion, because now Corigliano Rossano is a very big city, is the third in Calabria, and so they can have more money to help the territory. That's why they put them together. It's very important because the territory is very big, and so they need this to I don't know how to extend. Also the tourism, you know, they're working on it because they have the possibility to become really a city like I don't know, the one in Puglia that are working so much. We are trying to support them, you know, so to work, to stay together, even if sometimes, you know, in Rossano they speak another kind of Calabrese than in Corigliano. Yeah, it's very funny also this. Okay, but now they're working together to grow up even more.
And how does Schiavonea fit into the municipality?
It is all the same municipality of Corigliano Rossano. Now they have just one major, and so it's working all together. Before they have, I told you, separated one, and Schiavonea was with Corigliano, and now they are together, all the two.
I see. So now Schiavonea is more like a neighborhood or something.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Wonderful.
Yeah, but if, for example, if someone has to send me a letter, they have to write Corigliano Rossano. They don't have to specify Schiavonea. They know. Mail arrive in some way. Just to speak in Calabrese with the postman.
Allora, in un minuto, parliamo in italiano, ma
sì.
Okay, but ma prima, first, I just want to just tell us a few more minutes, a minute or two more. You spoke about how this place should become a tourist destination. Besides these fishermen, what else is there to do? What else is there to see in Corigliano Rossano?
Okay. First of all, the castle. The castle is amazing. Is Castle Compagna. He was a baron from Corigliano. You know, the family that owned the castle was very rich. The position is amazing because I tell you, is on the top of the hill of Corigliano, and inside is very nice. There is a living room with mirrors that looks like the movie The Beauty and the Beast. Inside is amazing. Yeah. And now is, you know, before was not possible, but now is also possible to make wedding inside there. Oh, I'm not married, so I say to my husband, think about it. I say husband because it's difficult to explain to old people in Calabria that you're not married after 21 years. So I say husband, okay, but
well, you know what? Why don't you have a party in the castle? I'll come.
Oh, maybe.
If you get married, Monica, I'll come to your wedding in Corigliano Rossano. I'll come.
Yeah. I will think about the yellow dress like Belle in the Beauty and the Beast. Why not? Yeah, sure. And as I tell you before, the sea is amazing. We have this long, I don't know how to say. I have a dark moment. Anyway, beaches are very long. The sea is clean, and we have the mountain to visit. Sila is amazing. You can, if you are lucky, you can also see wolves.
Whoa, that's amazing. And
Yes,
as
yes,
far as
we have a natural area, so
there's also the food. I had a wonderful we had some wonderful pizza there in Corigliano.
eh,
What is the name of the pizza place? Do you remember where I went? There's more than one.
honestly, now I don't remember because you arrived to me after the dinner, so I don't remember. I have to be honest, I don't remember.
I
But in Corigliano, they have a lot of typical dishes, especially with fish, of course,
mm,
especially in Schiavonea. The food is amazing.
yeah.
Believe me, 21 years when I arrived there for the first time, I was skinny.
Well, guys, go to
And then,
Calabria, get fat,
yeah,
eat fish, go to a castle, see some wolves. Come on, like there's an adventure there for you.
yeah, yeah, you can find
Okay.
everything in one place.
Yeah. So before I change from English, we are going to say one last time, please support this show. Come on. We really need your support. We also really need people to share the campaign. I'm trying an experiment, because the show's not out yet, right? We have some audience building to do, really, for the podcast as well, for the whole project. So I really feel that with all the trouble that we're going to, we wanted to try to fundraise for the amount that we really need in order to edit 30 episodes of television for you. Really. So we could raise $3,000 or $4,000, maybe pretty easily. But in order to have this successfully funded, so that we can edit all of our episodes, we really need you to share it. So I hope that it's all pretty easy. Just tell a friend, go to mododibere.com, share the page, and just come back every week. Get invested in the contest. We're going to explain it more. We're going to talk about it more. But for this week, just know it's Calabria and Texas. We'll do a live stream tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time about Texas, and you make it even harder decision for you. I don't know how to decide, guys. It's going to be up to you. But thank you for listening, and to everyone who's donated so far, to Lex and Alessio and Taylor and Bob, and everybody who's come in maybe while we're on this call. Thank you for being here, and thank you for supporting the work and this cool cultural biodiversity that we're promoting by going to the trouble of making these documentaries. So, allora, parliamo in italiano.
Sì.
Sì, ok, meglio per te. Per me non voglio scusare, ma sono molto stanca perché è una settimana grandissima per il Modo di Bere, con molto tempo, molto lavoro buono, lavoro bello, ma let's diciamo buongiorno a Schiavonea, ai miei amici del Schiavonea, i marinai. Come si dice buongiorno in calabrese di Schiavonea?
No, buongiorno, sempre buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Sì.
So,
Sì. Oppure un buono giorno.
Monica, facciamo qualcosa. Puoi salutare i nostri amici in Calabrese. Welcome them to the live stream in Calabrese for us, and because you know what we're doing, and tell them what's going on in Calabrese. I wanted them to the locals to hear the message in their dialect.
Ah, ok. Per dire come va, in calabrese si può anche dire come rufat.
Come rufat.
Sì, si dice tra amici, ovviamente, no a una persona più grande, però loro sono molto, molto alla buona tra di loro, ok? Si parla molto in modo amichevole.
Sì, e puoi introdurre lo che facciamo adesso con questo live stream in calabrese?
No, tutto in calabrese.
Sì, sì.
È bello difficile, bello difficile. Adesso glielo spiego in italiano perché il mio calabrese è un po' così
Italiano va
così.
bene, italiano va
Ok,
bene.
ok. Allora, amici della Calabria, soprattutto di Schiavonea, vi ricordate sicuramente voi che l'avete incontrata Rose, che è stata con noi e ha visto dal vivo com'è la vita non solo a Schiavonea, ma proprio dal vivo con voi pescatori. Allora sta facendo un contest dove stasera noi andiamo a promuovere quella che è Schiavonea, nello specifico proprio tutta la Calabria, mentre domani sera farà la stessa cosa col Texas, quindi dobbiamo votare. Per votare bisogna fare una donazione sul sito mododibere.com. Ovviamente potete donare dai $5 a multipli e questo serve per supportare questo progetto che vede voi come protagonisti, mi raccomando, vede voi che potreste essere i protagonisti della prima live stream, ok? Quindi chi vincerà il contest tra la Calabria e il Texas domani sarà il vincitore della prima live stream che andrà in onda, del primo episodio, quindi altrimenti poi non saremo i vincitori. Quindi Calabria, votate, votate, votate e ricordatevi che tutti i voti, quindi insieme alle donazioni che andranno fatto, vanno in beneficenza, quindi è molto importante andare su mododibere.com, dare il vostro voto, col vostro voto date un supporto a questa buona causa che stiamo andando ad abbracciare.
Bravissima, bravissima, grazie, grazie per introdurre il progetto Modo di Bere TV. È un progetto multimediale e con un spettacolo, un TV show, un spettacolo di viaggio che sto facendo per 3 anni con Emilia, la mia cameraman, la mia co-direttrice, passiamo 3 anni filmando, al stagione 8 stagioni di Bere TV, 4 in Italia, e anche 2 in Stati Uniti, includendo Texas, e wait, 8? 5 in Italia, 2 in Stati Uniti e una stagione in Nigeria.
Wow.
Stupendo, stupendo. Tutti
Wow.
i posti, stiamo esplorando le bevande e detti locali, la cultura locale e anche le persone che come si dice? They keep the culture alive, they maintain the tradition.
Mantengono viva la cultura e le tradizioni. È molto importante per l'Italia tenere le proprie radici, il proprio dialetto, la propria cultura, il proprio cibo. Ogni regione ha le sue. E la Calabria al sud specialmente, ok? Tengono tanto a portare avanti queste cose.
La biodiversità e la bellezza della vita e includono il dialetto e anche il vino, le vitignie autoctone. È molto importante per preservare, come si dice, to honor, to respect, to elevate these things.
Sì, i proprietari cercano di tenere alto la qualità del prodotto e proprio dei loro valori, sì.
Se sei interessati in questo progetto, in questo lavoro, è possibile di aiutare perché adesso abbiamo filmato, adesso abbiamo, come si dice, the footage? We filmed it. Ok, abbiamo filmato, adesso ho bisogno di montare,
sì,
di montare e in questo momento abbiamo bisogno di fare un crowdfund per fare soldi per pagare le persone che chi che possono aiutare di montare e allora se è possibile di pubblicare il show per tutto il
Certo.
mondo. Allora sì, vai in mododibere.com per dare soldi e votare. Adesso forse per Calabria. Monica, could you tell them also just to share, because I have to say, maybe you can translate for me, le tradurre per me.
Yeah.
Already in Calabria, just from the few social media videos that we shared of the fishermen, some of the most popular, beloved videos on all of my channels. I know that my Calabrians can make this go viral. So please share the campaign with
Sure.
everybody you know.
Yeah, allora ragazzi, innanzitutto mi scuso che ho il naso che mi cola, mannaggia la miseria, oggi un po' malaticcia. Allora ragazzi, siccome come vi ho detto prima, la Calabria è in un contest con il Texas, mi raccomando, questo video che stiamo facendo adesso deve essere condiviso, condividetelo su Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, tutto dove potete, perché per una giusta causa appunto ci serve la donazione insieme al voto, innanzitutto per far vincere la Calabria e secondo perché appunto con queste donazioni riusciremo a far pubblicare questo meraviglioso video creato da Rose e da Emilia, che appunto si compone di 8 stagioni che sono state girate, 5 in Italia, 2 negli Stati Uniti e 1 in Nigeria, ma noi dobbiamo cercare di far vincere la Calabria, ragazzi. La Calabria deve arrivare al primo posto, dobbiamo essere al primo posto, quindi amici di Corigliano soprattutto, perché siete i protagonisti del video, ma anche di tutta la Calabria, condividete, donate, condividete.
Grazie, bravissima, bravissima. Come si dice cheerleader in italiano? Cheerleader.
Cheerleader, sì, non esiste.
È una cosa americana, no. Allora,
Sì.
Monica, dobbiamo raccontare la storia del nostro giorno nella beach Schiavonea, perché, ok, allora, in Calabria facciamo questa stagione su Calabria, su vino e linguaggio e anche i marinai, ok? Allora io avevo bisogno di parlare su Calabrese, su dialetto, e Monica mi ha portato alla Schiavonea, al spiaggio di Schiavonea per parlare con i marinai tradizionali di Schiavonea. Monica, puoi raccontare la storia del nostro giorno in Schiavonea, per favore?
Certo, allora noi siamo state, ovviamente io, Rose e Emilia, nella spiaggia di Schiavonea, siamo andate la mattina presto proprio per cercare di parlare coi marinai, e si sa che l'orario è la mattina presto, perché per pescare bisogna raggiungere il mare prima possibile. Allora ci siamo recati da loro, spiegando appunto che questa intervista era per un progetto molto importante che sarebbe andato in America. E all'inizio sembravano un po' titubanti, invece poi ci hanno accolti a braccia aperte. Rosa ha potuto intervistarli sia in italiano sia con la traduzione in inglese. Sono stati molto disponibili, ci hanno fatto vedere la loro barca, anzi ne abbiamo vista più di una, hanno fatto vedere che cosa hanno pescato e soprattutto hanno anche insegnato a Rose delle cose in dialetto calabrese, quindi è stato molto bello che si siano messi a disposizione con noi, appunto facendoci vedere le navi, le loro barche, scusatemi, le barche che avevano anche nomi storici, perché erano con la loro barche che sono di quella famiglia magari da generazioni. Erano tutti molto fieri del loro lavoro, fieri della loro storia, fieri del loro pescato, anche se quella giornata purtroppo come diceva in dialetto dialetto goi che malu tempo, quindi si è pescato poco, però sono stati tutti molto gentili ed erano molto contenti di raccontare le loro tradizioni, hanno fatto fotografie, video, quindi è stata veramente una giornata a contatto con voi marinai e vi ringraziamo per questo.
Era bellissimo,
Sì,
bellissimo giorno della mia vita per parlare con loro e grazie,
sì.
sì, ai marinai di Schiavonea, grazie per passare tempo con me, per parlare con me, e per condividere la cultura del posto molto particolare, molto, molto caro.
Sì, è
E,
vero.
grazie mille Monica per parlare con me e per condividere la storia con, in modo molto vivace. Io sento, è una settimana grande per me per lanciare questo crowdfund, è molto, molto lavoro e è molto, you know, mi chiesto, funziona o no? Vediamo. Ma al fine è importante di, fare qualcosa e
Certo.
e se queste persone, uhm, possono lavorare per molti anni per preservare i tradizioni. Io posso fare qualcosa, provare qualcosa e questo show è molto indipendente, okay, è solo io ed Emilia, non abbiamo, Netflix, no. Solo le 2 donne, sono la
Girl
cosa molto,
power!
yeah, sì, molto indipendente. Yeah, yeah, e una cosa de le 2 donne viaggiando, parlare con 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 le persone dell'un posto, dell'altro posto, per condividere, l'immagine della cultura locale, delle bevande e detti locali, del linguaggio, della biodiversità, e allora è possibile di leggere di più nel mio sito web, è in inglese, ma, teniamo, sorry, I'm speaking Spanish. Ho un podcast, Modo di Bere Italiano. Sì, io pubblico un, podcast in italiano e anche quando facciamo insieme con tutti, quando facciamo il show in YouTube dopo, Modo di Bere TV, uhm, mettiamo tutti i sottotitoli in italiano. So è possibile per tutti per, guardare, non è solo per, gli americani, okay? E per voi. E per voi.
Grazie!
E grazie. Allora il mododibere.com è importante di condividere e sì, è possibile, solo $5. Aiuta molto e sì, è possibile di condividere con molte persone, è facile di fare, insieme, no, e per condividere, la visione di un modo, uhm, di un posto con la biodiversità, no, Monica? Che di più possiamo dire?
Allora, abbiamo dimenticato una cosa importante: i pescatori hanno la Madonnina che li
La
protegge.
Madonnina,
La
sì.
Madonnina protegge i pescatori, c'è la Madonna che è voltata, guarda verso il mare con le braccia aperte, okay, è messa così, okay, e è la mano proprio della Vergine Maria che protegge i pescatori quando vanno in mare. Quello è molto importante. Infatti la parola Schiavonea vuol dire schiava nera. Noi abbiamo la Madonna di Schiavonea che è una Madonna nera ed è una cosa molto importante. Ed è talmente importante per i pescatori che quando si festeggia il 5 di agosto la Madonna nera viene presa dalla chiesa, si mette sopra una barca e fa tutto il giro del lungomare ed è una festa bellissima dove i pescatori ogni anno vengono scelti per portare la Madonna, si fanno fuochi d'artificio, si mangia, si beve e la Madonna fa tutto il giro per benedire Schiavonea. È bello.
In agosto,
Bello,
5
bello, bello.
agosto, sì?
5 agosto, sì. Sì, sì.
Devo che tornare per questo.
È bellissimo, Rose, ti aspettiamo.
Ho avuto l'opportunità di vedere una festa come questo, ma in Spagna, in Galicia, con la Virgin del Carme, con
Sì.
questa cosa con la barca. Non è un Madonna nera là, ma era un'esperienza molto emozionante per me, per vedere la connessione della la Madonna con i pescatori, con la cosa della, come si dice, del life and death,
Sì,
like
sì, come se gestisse la vita e la morte, certo, è proprio una protezione importante per il mare.
è una cosa molto serio per le persone che vivono in queste in una città di pescatori. È una cosa seria della vita, che è molto importante per essere sicuro, no?
Sì.
Nel mare è una cosa seria, è una cosa che, come si dice, it made an impression on me.
Sì, sì, ti ha impressionato molto e sì, è una bella cosa. È bello, ci tengono tanto perché, per come sarà il mare solo Dio sa.
Allora per i pescatori che si stai guardando questo, devo che dire grazie e ciao e grazie mille per passare tempo con noi. Era un, bellissimo giorno in Calabria, in Schiavonea, in dialetto. Bellissimo e grazie grazie per guardare, grazie per, condividere.
Sì, sicuramente son stati bene loro, son stata bene io, siete stati bene voi. È stata una bella giornata. Good memories.
Sì,
Bellissimi ricordi, sì.
non vedo l'ora di tornare.
E noi ti aspettiamo a braccia aperte come la Madonnina.
Oh, Monica, grazie mille per passare tempo con me oggi, dopo lavoro in, altre città perché stai viaggiando adesso. Grazie per,
È
passare
stato un
tempo
piacere.
all'ultimo minuto come quello giorno in in
S
Calabria.
esatto. Quelle son le cose più belle, le cose last minute senza prepararsi sono ancora più belle.
Sono completamente d'accordo.
Sì, 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 è vero, è vero, è vero.
Sì, allora a dopo Monica, alla prossima e a tutti gli ascoltatori adesso, grazie per ascoltare, grazie per sopportare. Sì, sopportare? Sì?
Supportare, sì, sì.
Supportare, grazie per supportare, grazie per condividere e, ovunque tu vada, qualunque cosa tu beva, ricorda di goderti la vita e non smettere mai di imparare.
Vero.
Ciao.
Grazie
Ciao.
Rose.
Grazie. Grazie Monica, ciao. A
Ciao, ciao, see you
dopo, a
next
dopo.
time.